on OSRC News at 7. Ondo State honors Akeredolu's legacy of courage, good governance at First Memorial Service. Ayedatiwa flags off Judiciary Village project names new High Court complex after late Akeredolu. Federal government allocates 331 million naira to prevent non-communicable diseases. And from the foreign scene, Finland seizes Russian ship following Baltic Sea cable damage.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight on the news at 7 on OSRC television. My name is Oyewumi Ayinigbara. The new High Court complex under construction in Ondo State, known as Judiciary Village, has been named after late former Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu by the incumbent Lucky Ayedatiwa. At the project's groundbreaking in Akure, Governor Ayedatiwa, who eulogized his late boss, said the project, which is now known as Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu Judiciary Complex, will help promote quick dispensation of justice. It reaffirmed its administration's dedication to strengthening the justice system, describing it a critical pillar of governance. The governor, who said the project is one of the most significant undertakings in the history of the state since its creation in 1976, said the responsibility of the judiciary in any democratic system include the interpretation of laws and dispensation of justice fairly and impartially. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports that the project has a 48-week completion period.
The arrival of Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa at the construction site of the new High Court complex in Akure, the Ondo State capital, for the groundbreaking and official flag-off ceremony underscored the importance of the project. In his address of welcome, the State Chief Judge, Justice Olusegun Odushola, said the event marks a significant milestone in the judicial history of the state.
The construction of this complex is a testament to government's commitment to providing a purpose-fit complex for the administration of justice in Ondo State. As His Excellency, the Governor of Ondo State, is laying the foundation for this complex today, His Excellency is not just building a physical structure, but is laying the groundwork for a brighter future for the judiciary, the administration of justice, the legal profession, the people of Ondo State, and the entire humanity to seamlessly access justice.
Other speakers, including the Commissioner for Lands, Akinwumi Sowore, Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Kayode Ajulo, and Chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association, Akure Branch, Onimisi Umar, lauded the governor's commitment to the judicial arm of government.
As we break ground on this project today, we are building a foundation for a stronger and just society. We are also creating a hub where justice will be served, the vulnerable, protected, and where the rule of law will be upheld. This judiciary village will be a symbol of our commitment to the principle of fairness and equity. It will bring together the court, legal service, other justice-related agencies under one roof, making it easier for citizens to access the justice they deserve.
Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, who noted that the project will enhance quick dispensation of justice, also reaffirmed his administration's commitment to strengthening the justice system, which he described critical pillar of governance. Governor Ayedatiwa highlighted the pivotal role of the judiciary in a democratic system and noted its responsibility to interpret laws and dispense justice impartially.
The gigantic project is the actualization of the dream and vision of our late boss and my principal leader, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu SNCON, before joining the Saint Triumphant. Because of our commitment to providing a good working environment with modern facilities that will enhance the welfare of our judicial workers and officers and the people seeking justice, with the overall aim of speeding up the dispensation of justice in Ondo State.
The governor, at the occasion, again eulogized his late boss, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, and named the project after the legal icon. The high point of the event was the groundbreaking and official flag-off of the project.
Being conducted today by me, the governor of Ondo State, on this day, Friday, the 27th day of December 2024. And this has been renamed to immortalize our late principal, governor and leader, Arakuri Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu, NCNCON, as Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu Judiciary Complex, to the glory of the Father. Amen. And for the good of humanity. Amen. Amen. Amen.
The project, a modern judicial facility, is sited on 13 hectares of land and is expected to be completed within 48 weeks. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
In the meantime, frontline lawyer and rights activist Chief Femi Falana, SAN, says the recent step by the federal government and all the 36 governors to approve state police remains the biggest honor in memory of late Akeredolu. The legal luminary who delivered a lecture titled Security Sector Reform in Promoting Peace, Stability and at first Akeredolu Leadership Lecture Series in Akure describing the state as pace setter in terms of political stability and security. The guest speaker stressed the need for social security, else effort on physical security will be in vain. According to him, some economic policies of government at the national level must be reviewed for the overall prosperity of the masses.
What we are doing today is to honor principle, to honor commitment, to honor consistency of Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. I think for each and every one of us, it is a challenge that even while you are still around, be known for some principle. Akeredolu never wavered. You could predict where he will be on any issue, and that should be with all of us. He was one of those governors who will never pretend. You may not agree with him, but he will make his own point, and that was what he did. As a member of the ruling party, I was there, give a talk. I think it's a third year anniversary, and when I finished, God spare me. Your Excellency, the challenge before you is the continuity of Aketi's pro-people's policies. And I want to plead with you. Don't run a government of contractors, run a government of the people. Let our people benefit maximally from your government. Let the people benefit maximally from your government. Because our country has no business with poverty. We have wealth in abundance. And Ondo State is our material resources. Your duty, sir, is how to husband them to the betterment of our people.
And that's the frontline lawyer and rights activist Femi Falana, speaking at the first Akeredolu Leadership Lecture Series in Akure. We'll take a short break now. When we return, then we'll bring you more stories. Please stay.
Feliz Navidad. united.
Thank you very much for joining us on the news tonight, and you can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. And still on the Akeredolu lecture, the Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa says he will always honor the memory of the late Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, saying it remains the biggest legacy of his late boss. The governor spoke in Akure during the first Akeredolu Leadership Lecture Series in honor of the former late governor. While eulogizing the former NBA president, Governor Aiyedatiwa described him as a man who emptied himself for growth and development of the state.
Akeredolu was that courageous leader who spoke the truth to power and fought for the advancement of democracy and the rule of law in our country. His leadership was not only marked by integrity, transparency, and a deep understanding of the needs of our people. Governor Akeredolu also implemented various initiatives geared towards transforming Ondo State. His administrations, which I'm also part of, landmark achievements are profound in the area of security, infrastructural development, education, healthcare, youth empowerment, and entrepreneurship, economic growth and development. Akeredolu was a veteran in his profound commitment to security of lives and property of all residents of the Sunshine State. We must continue to appreciate his advocacy for the state policing, his sacrifices and contributions towards the establishment of the Western Security Network, codenamed Amotekun Corps. He fought gallantly alongside his colleague governors in the Southwest to establish a homegrown security outfit that has become a reference point in Nigeria.
Speaking there is the Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa at the Akeredolu Lecture Series. And the immediate past governor of Ondo State, late Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, has been described as a courageous leader and unrepentant advocate of good governance, whose legacies we continue to live on. Deputy Governor Olayide Adelami was speaking at the first year memorial service held in his honor at St. Andrew's Cathedral in Mola-O. Government House correspondent Zimo Ebiemi has a report as presented from our studios.
Families, friends, and dignitaries from all walks of life gathered to celebrate the legacies and achievements of late Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, popularly called Aketi, who served Ondo State as governor and in various capacities before his exit. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, who was represented by his deputy, Dr. Olayide Adelami, said the one-year remembrance is not a jamboree, but a sincere desire to immortalize the late Akeredolu. He said the late governor's legacies will be sustained, especially the Southwest Homegrown Security Network, Amotekun Corps.
This one-year remembrance is not a jamboree, but a sincere and genuine desire to immortalize our dear Arakunrin for what he stood for and for his numerous contributions to the development of our dear state and the country as a whole. We will continue to remember him for being at the forefront and for rallying his brother governors to institutionalize the Western Nigeria Security Network, codenamed Amotekun Corps, a homegrown security outfit that is currently doing a tremendous job at combating insecurity in our land.
The Bishop of Owo Anglican Diocese, Reverend Stephen Fagbemi, said Akeredolu displayed loyalty and dedication as the Chancellor of the diocese during his lifetime.
For us as a diocese, we remember his service as our Chancellor and a very important member of our church. He demonstrated commitment and loyalty to his calling among us. He loved God and he loved the Church of God. As a politician, Akeredolu was known for his forthrightness. He pursued whatever he believed in, but he was also willing to listen and hear the other side of any story, so that if confronted with the truth of a matter, he will not hesitate to change his course. He was committed to the cause of the people, so much that he advocated vigorously for Southern presidency.
Reacting, Akeredolu's wife, Betty, and the first son, Rotimi Akeredolu Jr., said the deceased was an embodiment of courage and service which distinguished him from others.
Aketi remains dear to our heart. There's this hashtag, Aketi Eternal. He remains so to us.
Been an ultimate role model for me. As you can see from his accomplishments, he's been, the outpouring of support, love when he passed. Daddy was such a great man. He touched so many people's lives.
High point of the memorial service was a rendition of some favorite songs of the late Rotimi Akeredolu.
The last edition of the monthly environmental sanitation exercise for the year 2024 holds across a state tomorrow. Commissioner for Environment Oyeniyi Oseni, in a statement through the General Manager on the State Waste Management Authority, Adefolaji Omowole, stated that the exercise will hold without restriction of human and vehicular movement to enable residents to enjoy the mood of the festive season, while urging residents of the state to use the period to clean their surroundings. Oseni assured of Governor Aiyedatiwa's commitment to better, cleaner and hygienic environment. Our medical practitioner, Dr. Olasukomi Adewale, has launched a free medical care initiative in Ondo State aimed at enhancing the health of local residents. This initiative complements the Ondo State government's ongoing efforts to strengthen grassroots health care. Omoriola Umbeje reports that Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa attended the program, highlighting the importance of community health initiatives.
A free medical outreach in Oda community, Akure North local government area, provided screening and on-the-spot treatments to over 2,000 residents. By 8 a.m., medical professionals were ready to assist. Event coordinator Abiodun Fajiwe outlined the services offered, including blood pressure checks, diabetes testing, and screenings for HIV and hepatitis B and C.
You do the vital signs and immediately you go to the laboratory department. We do sugar tests for mostly the elderly people. So we do sugar tests for them. And from there they go to the doctors, and we have a lot of drugs on ground in which we don't even know if we can finish it.
Àlàáfíà bọ̀ lára jọ máa tẹ̀lé àlàáfíà ìyàn náà àlàáfíà wúrà ṣìyàn ilé iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ rà jóná.
tó lára ọ̀fẹ́ náà kára ní bá mọ ọba níbi kẹ̀ẹ́dán ní àáyọ̀ rí àbáná oògùn kan bá múlò oògùn kan ní àlò.
ìgbà tá a kọ́kọ́ dé bíbá yìí wọ́n fi gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ bọ́ wa lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ la lọ gbàwé láti bẹ̀ sí ṣe àwọn àyẹ̀wò yẹn wọ́n tún ní ká máa lọ ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn dọ́tọ̀ tó ọ̀dọ̀ dọ́tọ̀ láwa ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn.
Your urine is expected to be clear or light yellow.
The initiative's convener, Dr. Olasukomi Adewale, spoke on healthy living, stressing the significance of regular health checkups and a positive health mindset. The other-born philanthropist expressed gratitude for the supportive environment created by the Ondo State government.
They need to be actively
conscious of their spiritual health in terms of the things they say with their mouth to their body. Kobama saw things like Motikuo, I'm dead, I'm sick, you understand what I'm saying. So that's it. So we see this as an opportunity to come back to educate the people of Ondo State in general and to take the health sector of the state to the next level in partnership with the Mr. Governor, who I call a man of great grace.
The philanthropist's father, Mr. Oluwatayo Adewole, also praised his son's commitment to national development.
I know that he's just starting the whole program, and I'm praying that God should assist him, because it's only we haven't got any power more than God.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, represented by his special advisor on health, Professor Simidele Odimayo, commended the outreach as a noteworthy initiative and reeled off ongoing government health programs. This include recruitment of health workers, equipping basic health centers across the 203 wards, and providing free medical treatment for children under 5, mothers, and pregnant women.
If there is need for the FARA, we have also have some programs like what the governor is currently doing, the hepatitis B elimination program. Those of them who may be positive for hepatitis B here, they can key and be part of that program for them to be able to get their treatment on. And so many other projects that the governor is doing, they can be able to keep in. So we are really very impressed with what he's doing.
The one-day outreach will continue in the southern and northern senatorial districts of Ondo State in early 2025. Omoriola Humbiji, Osrc News.
The federal government has allocated 46,475,353 naira in the 2025 budget for the development and implementation of a comprehensive alcohol control policy and regulation. Additionally, 331,966,804 naira has been earmarked for the National Action Plan to prevent and manage non-communicable diseases. These allocations were revealed in the 2025 appropriation details for the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. According to the World Health Organization, alcohol contains WHO emphasized that there is no safe level of alcohol consumption that does not affect health. Hundreds of passengers have been stranded for 2 days at the Warri train station in Delta State due to a breakdown of the free train service introduced for the festive season. The incident, according to reports, caused widespread frustration among travelers, with the crowd growing larger each day. Eyewitnesses described the situation as chaotic, with many passengers criticizing the poor maintenance of the free service. The free train service, initiated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ease travel during the holidays, allows Nigerians to travel at no cost from December 20 to January 5. The Defense Headquarters has blamed what it described as secondary explosions for the death of some villagers during airstrikes in Sokoto. Escobar recalled that a few days back, the Sokoto state government said 10 villagers were killed and others injured after airstrikes in Salam and local government area of the state. However, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, said the death and injuries were due to secondary explosions and not a direct result of the airstrike. The federal government has expressed concern over the escalating post-election violence in the Republic of Mozambique, especially in the capital city of Maputo and other major cities. The violence has reportedly resulted in the death of over 121 people, with over 380 injured. According to reports, the violent protests erupted after the Constitutional Council confirmed Daniel Chapo of the Mozambique Liberation Front, Frelimo, as the winner of the presidential election with 65% of the votes, and the results were rejected by the leader of the opposition party. The federal government of Nigeria, in a statement by the spokesman of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kimebi Imomotimi Ebiefa, called for calm. It has also advised the aggrieved political players to explore appropriate legal means to seek redress. West Africa's regional bloc, ECOWAS, has come to Nigeria's defense after claims by Niger that it is plotting to destabilize its neighbor. Niger's military leader, General Abdurrahman Chintani, accused Nigeria of providing homes for 2 French nationals it expelled, allegedly for anti-government activities. Chintani also lashed out against ECOWAS and claimed that France had established a base in Nigeria where it was arming terror groups in the Lake Chad region to instigate unrest in his country. Information Minister Mohamed Idris, however, said in a statement that his country had no alliance with France or any other country to destabilize Niger, with whom it has had a relationship since Tijani seized power in the July 2023 coup. An undersea power cable connecting Finland and Estonia has been damaged in the Baltic Sea. Finnish authorities are investigating the incident and say sabotage cannot be ruled out. It's the latest in the series of incidents since tensions with Russia increased in the region. Blessing Obi completes the story.
NATO exercises at sea earlier this month, designed to strengthen the alliance's ability to prevent sabotage of underwater infrastructure in the Baltic. The scale of the attacks became once again apparent with the Finnish Coast Guarding military boarding a Russian cargo ship suspected of cutting an electricity line between Finland and Estonia.
This is the first time during these incidents where the guilty party, or let's say a suspect vessel, has been detained. What is important is to get answers to the questions regarding our security of supply, or whether it's under threat. The energy companies say the answer is no, because there are backup power plants available.
But operators say there could be shortfalls if the weather gets colder.
But operators say there could be shortfalls if the weather gets colder. The damaged cable shown here during repairs earlier in 2024 belongs to the S-Link 2 line taking power to Estonia from Finland's newest nuclear power plant. Finnish authorities believe the damage was caused by the anchor of an oil tanker. The vessel Eagle S carrying Russian oil to Egypt was seen passing over the cable when the outage happened. Just weeks ago, 2 data cables were also cut, one between Finland and Germany, and another between Lithuania and Sweden. Authorities are investigating a Chinese ship that was in the area. The incidents come amid heightened tensions in the Baltic after Finland and Sweden joined NATO following the invasion of Ukraine. That meant all the countries bordering the sea were members of the alliances.